first time I ran away from home, I was 7 years old. I hid in our neighbor's barn, happy to be free of my parents and my baby sister, Betsy. When my mother found me a half hour later, I explained to her my need to live my life without them. She looked at me, then simply said, "It's up to you, honey, but you can't know yourself till you know your own family." It was one of the many sayings I'd heard growing up in Waterston, Kansas, none of which I had any use for by the time I was 17 and ran away for good. So when I got the call to come home many years later, I was surprised that it was my mother's words that kept running through my mind. By now, I had a home of my own in Chicago, 2 children, a job in advertising, and a troubled marriage. And though I'd thought about what she'd said many times before, it suddenly crept up on me that maybe I didn't know my family at all. There are moments when your life comes into focus, when you see it clearly as if for the first time. And those are the moments that change everything. Yeah, right, except if Geller gets up and walks in the middle, which he did with Merritt, Mosley, and Day when their presentation tanked. Wait, hold on, the protein powder's sticking to the side. Oh, thanks.
Mom,
just a minute.
Mom, listen, or I can't do this.
Okay, go on.
The number of gang-related deaths in major cities this year has increased 17%.
Wait, sweet, just a minute. David, I gotta go. No, I can't hear that right now. No, because I'm gonna hyperventilate and faint, and then, okay, all right, sure. We'll be great. Okay. I know, deep breathe. Oh, okay, you too. It was a problem I couldn't talk to anyone about. Not my boss, not my best friend, not even my husband. So by the time I went to my doctor, I had pretty much given up hope.
She crosses to the kitchen table, pours herself a cup of coffee as the camera moves in on her face.
And that's when he told me about Secures. Until then, I had no idea there was a solution so simple, safe, and secret.
To the hot shots of the hour, Virginia, David, and to $2 million worth of the soggiest diapers in town.
Here, here.
Oh, let me also say that the Harvey Lunch Meats account, which you snagged after today's performance,
We did.
Fabulous.
ought to put you over the top, meaning the next stop is partnership.
That same guy is online too again.
What? Who?
Look, just in case you thought you heard it wrong, he did say
He did.
partnership.
He said it.
He said partnership.
He said it.
We
We
partnered.
did.
We in there.
We did.
Big
We
way.
are in there.
That guy, it's important.
Harvey Purvis? Are you sure?
That SL red Mercedes, right? The one that I look so damn good in, huh? That's mine.
Harvey? Yeah, it's
Cool.
Jenny.
We went to St. Joe's.
Yeah, what
right?
in the world?
That's yours. Huh? The Range Rover
What?
with the tan interior?
Oh,
That's yours
no,
again.
no, I can't leave. I'm up to my eyeballs in work here. And what? Oh. Oh, I see, yeah. Okay.
Jenny, what is it?
Oh, nothing. It's just, well, my dad. I gotta go home. Nana?
Good Lord. Look at you.
Old, right?
Beautiful. Oh, gosh, every year you look so much like Helen. It's like I'm seeing a ghost. Oh.
So?
Tell you what, I'll drive you over and you can talk to Bobby yourself.
Bobby?
Oh, Bobby Burns, Earl's boy.
He's a doctor?
Oh, what? You thought you were the only one that jumped ship and made good around here?
No, but a doctor?
Oh. Internist, graduated Georgetown, you know, not too far from my old stomping grounds.
No, Harvey, Cambridge is actually quite far from Georgetown.
Darling, you have forgotten that around here, anything east of Cleveland is considered breeding grounds for self-indulgent ninnies, especially Harvard, especially law school. Truth is, I'm not fully appreciated by my fellow citizens. Me and Bobby Burns were a fraternity of two.
You haven't been able to track down Betsy, have
The
you?
last number I had was Denmark. That was over a year ago.
As far as heart attacks go, it's mild. And luckily, I think he'll be okay. Unluckily, he needs to rest, which he doesn't want to hear.
What a surprise.
Anyhow, I'd like him to stay a while, do a few more tests, keep a general eye on him.
Absolutely.
Bottom line is, this was a warning. He needs to lay off the booze, cigarettes, no more JD's homemade sausage.
I'll talk to him. Harvey.
I've had enough for one day, darling. If you need me, I'll be at the tiptoe.
I can't believe it. You're smoking?
What are you doing here?
Harvey called me, and thank God he did. I can't believe you're having a cigarette.
Cigarette? Where's that?
I can smell it.
Well, I'll notify the authorities. And when they get here, you can tell them I died of terminal nagging. Looks like John Deere's got a solid auger this year. I have to give it a good write-up in my slot.
Jenny? Honey, is that you?
No, it's Popeye, Mama. Harvey called her.
Got you. You're here.
You call your sister, too?
Has Dad been smoking in here?
Your father started smoking when he was 12 and a half. I remember it like yesterday. Rolled his own, licked them just the way Papa did.
No, I mean, Nana, has he
What
been...
you mean doesn't matter. Sad to say, your Nana's brain has turned to pudding the last year or two.
Dad.
That's very unchristian of you, Joseph, and very untrue. Darn near killed both of us yesterday. Drops over like a sack of cement that insists on putting me in the passenger seat and driving himself to the hospital.
You drove during a heart attack?
Clutching his chest with one hand, pawing at the wheel with the other.
Oh, where would we be if you'd been driving? Both of us stretched out, sleeping it off over in Vernon's refrigerator.
Dad.
Just like I always said, he was either going to grow up to be president or end up in jail.
Seeing as how I did neither, I don't know why that's a prediction worth bragging about.
Let's just forget about it, okay? You're here, you're safe now. It's all that matters.
My God, is there some kind of school where you all learn to say these things? What matters is I'm leaving.
The hospital?
I'd appreciate you giving me a hand.
No, Dad, you can't leave.
Is that so? You've been talking to Bobby out there?
Bobby is your doctor, and he said you're not supposed to move.
What'd you come here for if you're not gonna help?
I am helping. I'm keeping you here.
I guess I'm on my own.
No, you can't get out of bed. Dad, you're connected to an IV. Dad. Oh,
I want my
God!
trousers.
Dad,
I said I want my trousers.
Sit down! I said sit down!
You gonna help or not? Because either way, my stay here's over.
Don't move.
Oh, honey, it's so good to have you home.
Elizabeth Farley. That's Farley. No, I got this number from an ex-landlord of a friend that knew her in Prague that thought maybe this number in Maui. No, I understand. Madrid? No, I suppose it's possible, but Madrid is what? How many hours ahead? Is that 10 hours ahead? No, I don't mean from Maui. I mean, do you have a number for her? No, I understand. Nope, thanks. it's Virginia. I hope you get this voicemail by 8 o'clock, because I need you to do a first-run FedEx of the Secures and the Harvey's lunch meat portfolio sent to me here at my dad's. And I also need a fax of the fax that Martin sent to Geller fax to me here. Of course, I have no idea where the nearest fax machine is, so I'll have to call you later with that number. And would you tell David that I'll call him by noon? Okay, that's it for now. Bye.
Barometric pressure holding at 29.76. Mostly clear and mild overnight with a low of 56 degrees. Mostly sunny and warm on Saturday with a high of 84. 5-day outlook for Sunday and...
Now, my father had never been sick a day in his life. And as a child, I thought it was because there wasn't an illness in the world brave enough to go after him. I guess I told myself a lot of stories to explain why my dad was the way he was. And by the time I was grown, I thought I'd made peace with his lack of affection. But sometimes I wondered if the answers to this particular story about us hadn't been buried with my mother. That was easier than admitting that what had happened between my dad and me lay in another old saying, that the apple never falls too far from the tree.
Hi, leave the door open. This grease can use a little air.
And it's not Sunday. What's going on?
Your arrival, of course. I even whipped up some gravy for the biscuits.
Gravy, biscuits, and bacon?
Uh-huh.
Nanny, you know what Bobby said. Dad's not supposed to eat that stuff.
Well, he won't. He gets cottage cheese and fresh peaches and a bran muffin to move it all along.
Bran muffins?
Yeah. Listen, Jenny, I didn't mean to snoop. But my God, do these children get more beautiful every moment?
I left those for you and Dad so I wouldn't have to mail them this time.
Little Megan's teeth. They used to go every which way all at once, just like yours did. Look at him now.
Well, you should see the hideous retainer she has to wear at night.
Well.
Dad, what are you doing up?
410 acres of mulch is what that's gonna be. Tom and Eddie are up their eyeballs in their own field. Virgil Sims hasn't been near a machine since the combine ate his hand.
You should be in bed.
Here I am, wandering around like an old drooler.
Farleys don't drool, Joe, not even the babies.
The point is, there's a crop to be brought in. Now, who's gonna do it?
Maybe it'll just have to come in late for once.
Nobody, that's who. Plus, we're short a couple of sacks of hog feed. Calves are gonna need castrating by next week. Gotta finish up my slot on crop rain damage with that rag of wheelers. What the hell is this?
Breakfast.
Dad, you're not going to work in the field, so whatever needs to be done, I'll do it.
Looks to me like you're up to your eyeballs in popcorn and soap suds.
So I'll work the farm during the day and I'll do my ad copy at night.
Don't be flip, Virginia. I've got a business to run here.
Dad, it's just for a few days until you're back on your feet.
I'm on them now. Now, I've got a busted combine to look to.
Fine, Dad, then I'll take it over to Kelly's and get it fixed.
What am I doing, talking to thin air?
Look, if I don't do it, it's not going to get done.
Last time I checked, this was my house, Virginia. Still is.
So sit in it. Look, if you don't care about your health, then fine. But please spare Nan and I the chore of going out into the fields and dragging you in by your feet. Thank you.
Yeah. Is this gonna take all day?
Lindsay, no, I don't believe it.
Believe it. She's late to catch a ride to the mall in Summersville, which doesn't excuse her rude manners. Lindsay!
What?
Get out here. You remember Ginny? You haven't seen her since you were about 10.
Hi. Hi.
He's your dad, all right? I hear he almost croaked.
Lindsay! No, it's okay. He's watching, isn't he? I can feel him.
They always are.
Oh, yeah.
It's their job.
I wish he'd give it a rest.
Honest to God, Ginny, what kind of attitude is this?
A lousy one, but look at me. I look ridiculous.
That leotard isn't helping matters. Here, let me help you.
I'll hold it. Great.
You hold it.
Oh, that's it. Thanks. I gotta get this down to Kelly's.
I'm going that way.
Yeah?
I'll give you a ride, yeah.
Oh. I mean, the change in her, it's incredible. She's so
Obnoxious.
Holly.
It's the truth, honestly. I expect her head to spin around and green stuff to shoot out her mouth any day now.
We weren't exactly charming at 16 either, as I recall. Dennis's Mustang. Hey. How are the boys?
Huge. Sweet.
Yeah. And Tom?
Good. We're real good. You and Peter
Yeah, we're still.
Yeah.
It's been about 6 months, I guess, since we separated.
Is it still ripping your guts out?
It was hard on the kids. I mean, they only see Peter on the weekends. And they're with him now, but I don't know.
Maybe you'll get back together then. I love happy endings.
Yeah. Really think they exist?
I love them anyway. You know, work's been cut to half days at the grain elevator, so I might have a little time to raise hell like we used to.
Yeah, I miss you too.
Lindsay! Cigarette! Out! Now!
Give it a rest, Mom!
Yeah, hilarious until it's your kid.
Did you figure out the problem?
Yeah, the gate's not
Highlands, back at 6:30. Okay? Lindsay? Bye, Jimmy.
Bye.
Carl, your wife's on line 2. Line 2,
It's
Carl.
just a stage. She's great.
Do you remember him?
Who? Is that, what's his name? I didn't know he still lived here.
Hey, you Matt.
Hey, Holly.
Come over here a sec.
Inmate Farling.
Hey, Matt, how you doing?
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
How's your pop doing?
Unkillable.
Oh, Ginny,
It's
God.
the truth.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'd hate to think what would happen to our circulation without him.
The soundest farming advice in the county's in your dad's column.
In school, you wanted to be a writer. Did you ever do that?
No, not really.
What do you mean, not really? Ginny makes a fortune writing TV ads.
Really? That's great. So you're a copywriter.
Holly, it's no big deal.
It is so. She did this great one for Slim Vittles, this diet cat food, and it was funny because Ginny had to write what a cat would say if it had to go on a diet. If it could talk.
And I thought I had the only cat that could talk. Anyway, it was really great to see you again, Ginny.
Me too.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye, hon.
Bye, Matt.
Hey, welcome home.
Oh, thanks. Honest to God. Holly, cat fiddles?
What the heck is that?
A taxiway out here?
It must have come all the way from Kansas City.
With all those balloons?
You know, I hate to sound this way, but The number of serious weirdos showing up in Burke County this year is definitely on the rise. It reminds me of this guy that showed up a couple months ago wearing this spacesuit.
Wait,
What?
pull up over next to the
What?
Up next to the car. Pull over. Pull up.
Okay.
So we can look in the window. Go forward. No, I can't see. Go forward. Go forward. Wait a minute. Go, no, wait, stop. Go back.
What?
You know what? I can't see. Is that Betsy? Betsy! Wait, stop. Tell me to stop. Stop. Hold it. Oh my God! Can you believe it? Out here in the middle of nowhere, Spelling Holly, you too. I've been calling all over you. Did you get my messages?
Yeah, sure. Why not? These are for Daddy.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
Now I can finally let this poor man get back to his home and family. You're such a beautiful person coming all this far and everything.
$78, please.
78 slots. Ginny, would you mind? I'm a little short. Just until I cash these German bonds I picked up overseas.
Okay.
They were a gift from a friend, actually. Very rich.
$79, please.
At least turn off the damn meter, will you? I've got a 20. That'll help.
20 help.
I can't wait to see Daddy's face when he sees all these balloons. He's gonna die. And then he anointed me with all of these aromatic oils and proclaimed me one with both Buddha and Jesus Christ.
I hope you didn't give this jerk any money.
Daddy, he let me stay for free in this little apartment behind the monastery. He was a very nice man, very spiritual.
Okay, supper's ready. Everybody sit.
Yeah, except napkins. Betsy, napkins, linen, middle drawer.
Okay, kind of like you, Daddy. You know how you're like the spiritual advisor to all the farmers? Kind of like their guru?
I never heard such nonsense in my life.
Betsy, the napkins.
Anyway, it comes from that centeredness, that really profound connection with the earth. Daddy, I'm so glad you're better.
Probably I never knew you to be a
great.
bourbon man.
You just go right on lying to me, little girl, huh? I wouldn't mind a few shots of that nasty habit myself.
I'll get it for
No,
you.
sit down, Betsy. He can't drink.
He, like I was in the next county.
What, you can't drink.
Good Lord, it's like talking to the dead. Sit.
Go on, honey. One little snort isn't gonna hurt.
Yes, it will. Forget it.
All right. I'll have to sit you myself.
Daddy, are you trying to trick me into doing something to hurt you?
Right. I'm dry, but only for a week. Happy?
Very.
Lord, we thank thee for this bounty which we are about to receive through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Just one small thing before we get started. Harvey and I did a little work today, and as of this afternoon, you two girls own this entire farm. 930 acres of the best land in Kansas. That's it. Dig in. Kelly said the nose cone would be ready by tomorrow.
Yeah, he said he'd try. I wish you had told me about giving the property to Betsy and me.
I did tell you.
No, I mean before it happened.
You and Betsy are my only children. What else?
Dad, this is really hard for me. I mean, this has been hanging over our heads all these years, and I've got to at least try here.
What is this, some kind of thing about feelings?
What I'm trying to say is if you should pass away...
Die. You can use the word.
Fine, die. If you should die, then the future of this farm is in my hands. I mean, Betsy, she doesn't have the ability or the desire to, well, to do just about anything.
Is that why you came out here, to cut down your sister?
No, Look, you and I, this thing, it's just impossible. Anyway, it's why I left. That and because Mom died and, well, I just couldn't live here. So when you die, and I own this farm, I want you to know that I'm going to sell.
Sell it?
I know that I have always been this huge disappointment to you, even though I'm not really sure why. So I have to do what is right for me.
Virginia, you don't know what's right for you. Doing your own thing, is that it? Let me tell you something. When I moved your mother onto this farm, my dad was still a young man, 45 years old and out in the fields all day. And his dad, your great-grandpa, he was 71, and he was also out in the fields. There was a lot of work to be done. And that year, the South Fork flooded worse than any year before. Wiped out nearly 70% of our crop. Not to mention dumped a half a foot of silt on the living room floor. And your mother looked at me like she had made a pact with the devil. But Dad took her aside, and he said to her, Helen, there's not many folks get a chance to live like this. And it took her almost 20 years, but she finally found out what he meant by that. Of course, that was before we dammed the South Fork. Never flooded that bad since.
Dad, I know that you're really spooked, but you're gonna be okay. I think that this heart attack was just a warning.
What the hell has that got to do with what I'm talking about?
Well, Nana mentioned that...
Oh, that woman has been telling people that I have got this problem or that problem 4 times a day for the last 20 years. Grow up, Virginia.
I am grown up.
Get your damn head screwed on. And if you're asking my permission to sell this land after I'm dead and gone, the answer is no.
Maybe you're not scared. Maybe you just don't give a damn about anybody else. No, just 5 more days, that's it. No, I'm not sad. I'm just tired. Is Joey awake? I just want to say hi. Since when does he go jogging with your dad? He hates jogging. Okay, I'll call him later. Okay, I love you too, sweetie. Yeah, that's great. You save it for me. I'll read it when I get home, okay? Bye. Dad? Dad?
How you doing, J.D.?
Oh, I could complain, but I won't. Good to see you, Jenny Mae.
Nice to see you, too.
I was telling Opal I thought that was you racing by here yesterday.
Right.
She wouldn't believe me, but I told her, yes, I think it is. And she said, you're seeing things, old man. Then she said...
Yeah, that was me, all right.
Well, that's what I told her. I knew it was you. How's your dad doing?
Oh, he's good.
Well, we're going to come by and pay him a visit. Opal, too.
Great. Well, I'll see you there.
All right. Jenny.
Yeah.
I really do have to tell you this.
Tell me what,
Now,
J.D.
you're just jumping up and down, and you're running around, and you're burning up energy for no reason.
I'm exercising. Exercising's good for you.
Well, if you get something out of it, but I want you to come with me. Come here. I'm going to make an honest woman out of you. Come on. Come here. I want to show you something. You're burning off darn near 1,000 calories right now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Baling hay eats up about 780. Slopping hot's about 520. Now, if we speed this up here, I'll take you back in the house and show you the surprise. Have that one over there.
So I says to J.D., I says, I know Jenny Mae's in Chicago, but she's the kind of girl jumps in with both feet when there's trouble and does what needs to be done.
Apparently.
She never said no such a thing.
And then he said he thought he saw you, but it couldn't be. And I said, well, of course it is. She's come home.
She never said that neither.
Well, it's good to know some things never change.
I just can't get over the thought of your pa up in that big house roaming around in his PJs and slippers.
I'd sure like to get a picture of that.
The truth is, your pa's a one-man show. He does all his own hogging, all his own harvesting, and he puts some good solid knowledge in that column of his. And he goes back and forth to the cemetery before 6 every morning.
To the cemetery?
Arms full of roses right by this window.
He does? Since when?
Well, it's been a regular thing, rain or shine, ever since the day your mother passed away, God rest her soul.
I always said you did have a likeness, Jenny Mae, and it gets more and more each year.
Now, the truth is, I was the first one that said that. The day she came home from the hospital, she looked like a little weazened up prune, and I said, she looks just like Helen.
Here's that surprise. Manny, Jenny.
Well, that's an introduction, for God's sake. Chinny, this is Mandu Burry. He's an exchange student at the high school.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, this is fabulous. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too.
Me and J.D. took him in for the year.
Manny's from Africa.
Kenya.
Oh, whatever. His real name's Mandu, but I call him Manny for short.
Even though it isn't short.
Huh? Well, I tell you, Jenny, he came to us 2 months ago, and it has been the best 2 months we've ever had. He took to farming like a duck to water.
I'm also learning to take to the dirt and flies as well. It's funny, in my high school in Nairobi, I asked to join the exchange program, most different from my home, and, well, this is quite different.
Well, now, at first there were a couple of looks, but now everybody loves Mandu. You know they do. And his teachers say he is so bright.
I tell that to everyone who'll listen. He's like the son I never had.
You mean other son? I don't think Don would want to be excluded here.
Just like the son I never had. Works hard, he's smart, he likes girls.
I'm sorry, Jenny. We tried. Everything. Absolutely everything.
No, I'm sure you did.
I'm just so sorry.
Yeah, well, stuff. I better take it.
You're not here alone, are you? What happened to Betsy and your grandma?
No, I sent them home, and Betsy was... I just thought it was best. He didn't say anything, did he? I mean, did he ask for anyone or...
Aren't you ever coming to bed?
It's almost morning.
Yeah, I guess it is. That pill I took wore off about an hour ago. Even that didn't keep me from having these terrible dreams.
Gonna catch pneumonia standing out here like that.
I just can't believe Daddy's gone. I can't. I mean, he was too strong to just die. It's like it was a mistake or something. He needs to come back.
Betsy.
He can't. I know that. I know. We're all alone. What are we gonna do?
About the farm?
About everything.
We're gonna sell it. I talked to Harvey last night. He's already looking for a buyer.
Ginny, don't, please. Please don't be like...
What would you have me do then? I mean, I'll be glad to sell you my half and then you can run this place. Is that what you want?
Don't hate Daddy for being so hard on you, that's all. You look so much like Mom.
Oh, give me a break.
You don't see it, do you?
I look like Mama. So that's some excuse to push me away and never let... Never mind. I'm not getting into this with you.
You never acted like you needed anybody. It just confused him is all.
You know, the two of you, you're quite a pair. Him defending you, you defending him.
I need defending. You
That's
don't.
enough, Betsy! You have no idea what I need.
So why don't you tell me?
What I need is someone to... What I need is someone to come here every day and feed the animals and take care of this place until the sale goes through. That's what I need.
Thank you for sharing. What about Nana?
You know, Betsy, this is gonna be a really long day. Peter and the kids are coming, and I gotta get over to Vernon's.
I'm coming with you. Ginny, I want to help. I want to try and help anyway. When you got all mad like that before, you sounded so much like Daddy. It was almost like he wasn't really gone. Remember when we used to have our campfire meetings here?
We were sure this place was haunted.
I'm still sure. How can you live in a place where people are having their blood drained in the next room?
Oh, hi, guys.
Vernon, this is a surprise.
I'm real sorry to hear about your pa.
Oh, thanks a lot. You helping your dad out?
Oh, Pop's retired about a year ago. Thought you must have heard.
Vernon's funeral home. Become son of Vernon's funeral
Yeah.
home.
Kind of dopey, huh? Yeah. Well, you know, I was supposed to coach the minor league baseball this year, but, you know, things happen. Recession.
Oh, yeah.
Pops get old. Oh, would you care to join me in the display room? We have a fine assortment of caskets to choose from, as you can see.
Vernon, what's going on up there?
Oh, that. Well, Dottie's teaching piano lessons at home now. That's Bucky Wayne's playing.
Who's Dottie?
McGill, Martin's daughter. We got married about a year ago.
No.
Oh, sure. I was always sweet on her. She finally caved.
You're kidding, Dottie McGill? I was always so jealous of her in high school, all that huge hair.
Oh, not anymore. Age will do that. Oh, anyhow, this box here is the executive. It's got real pine, wood, and faux brass fittings. Well, if you don't want the fake stuff, for a little extra money, maybe.
No, it's Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
Yeah, that's Bucky's favorite song. Go, Bucky.
Nana, you about done yourself?
Well, you know how folks in Burke County eat when one of their own passes on.
My guru could feed all of Malibu with this.
Polished all with silver, of course, except for the dinner knives, which have just plain vanished.
Let me get that, Nana.
16 sterling silver knives. Maybe I heaved them out with the garbage. Is that possible?
Nan, are you all right?
As all right as anybody, honey. Except I keep thinking about strange things. Odd things. Like my baby sister.
Sister? You never had a sister.
Oh, I did all right. She died when she was only 3 years old, poor little thing. And my folks were heartbroken, but they weren't surprised, I don't think. Those things happened in those days. Smallpox, consumption, whatever. But now, I just never figured I'd have a child of mine die before I did.
Oh, Nana, I'm so sorry.
You're planning on selling this place, then?
We don't have to talk about that right now.
We can talk about that now. You know, when Emma Scott lost her family, good Lord, did she start in to cling. I mean, photos and letters and locks of hair, somebody's old shoelace.
It's probably her way of holding on.
Another pastime of the near dead. The point being that I've decided to move into town. Oh, it's close to church. Vernon's right there, and they have proper sidewalks.
Nana.
I think I might like that a lot.
Nana, you don't want to do that. That's not what you really want to do.
Honey, I loved my boy, and the one thing we always agreed on was this land. But I don't agree with him forcing you to love it too. If you don't, you don't. And I'll be struck dead if I'm the one left clinging in the end. You're gonna be late to pick up my babies. Go on. Honey. Don't worry about your Nana. I'll be just fine.
Where? I don't see him. There's any beer.
Hi, guys!
How you
Hi,
doing?
Mommy!
Hi, sweetie. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Sorry about Grandpa.
Hi, hon.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Hi, stranger. What is this? Thought you were gonna get your hair cut.
Oh, Dad said I didn't have to.
Oh, Dad said I thought we agreed that you were gonna.
Just forget about it.
All right, we'll get it cut later. Oh, I missed you guys.
Where's your dad?
Did he get his garment bag stuck in the rack again?
Daddy didn't come.
You He didn't come. What do you mean? What happened?
He got busy. He couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it? But he told me he was bringing you guys here.
Mom, we could take care of ourselves.
Doris did everything anyway.
Oh, well, all right. We'll talk about it later. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here.
So why did we have to come?
Why'd you have to come? Your grandpa died.
Yeah, but we didn't even know him anyway. Hardly. And this week I had tryouts. Coach said I was a sure bet. Now if I make the team, I'll probably sit on the bench the rest of the night.
Joe, that's not true. Besides, we're gonna get home as soon as is humanly possible.
Oh, for a guy who maybe said 2 words to me my whole life. But hey, whatever.
I travel quite a bit there, business. You like living in the city?
It's all right.
Yeah.
You remember him, Mabel's son, a real good-looking boy.
Tastes like Tabasco on these ribs.
To tell the truth, I always had a crush on Joe Farley. Every time I thought I was going to see him, I made sure I wore my pink dress.
Lemon. Could be lemon juice.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Jenny, we're so sorry.
Thanks. I bet these two look a little different, huh,
Yeah,
Jen?
a little grown up, just like Lindsay.
Sam here was pointing out what a big crop your dad left you to harvest.
Yeah, Jenny, I figured I'd get the boys together and we'd help you bring the crop in when
No.
that weather hits.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, believe me, try to do it yourself, it'll kill you.
No, I'm not gonna do it, Tom. I've decided to sell.
Sell your dad's land. Jenny, this is your home.
Honey, she's had another home for some time now. Men will sell off their wives before they'll lose an inch of that dirt.
No offense or nothing, but I hear your dad had a 155 thresher.
Sammy, it's not a good idea right now.
No, it's okay, Holly. If you want to go see it, go ahead.
Thanks, Dad. Come on.
Go ahead, honey.
Come on. You won't believe the rotors on this thing.
Holly,
Oh, honey.
if your sister ever reappears, will you tell her, please, I need to see her? You come.
Hey, Lance. Did you get to the mall the other day?
You don't have to make small talk with me. I hate that crap.
Okay.
You know, I was just thinking the other day, after I saw you, that it's pretty funny that you're best friends with my mom. You also slept with my dad.
Lindsay, your dad was my first boyfriend a long time ago, long before he ever went out with your mom.
He still has all your old love letters, you know. I found him a couple months ago, tied up, hidden in our barn.
That doesn't mean anything. Anyway, what's going on with you?
I even read some of them. You were pretty cool back then. You're pretty wild.
Don't you have something better to do around here?
Around here? Sure. Yeah, the only thing I'm interested in is Mandu.
Yeah?
Yeah, see, I decided this year I was gonna get laid, you know, because I'm so sick of all that virginity stuff, but all the guys in my class are so lame. And then Mandu showed up, and I thought, how great. How perfect would it be to sleep with him? I mean, could you imagine the look on my dad's face?
I can, just.
Why don't you go see your brother? Go on.
I hope this isn't inappropriate, but I brought your facsimiles with me.
Thanks.
You must have such an important job.
You don't have to drive these faxes out every day, Mrs. French.
Oh, honey, it's just so nice to have our machine running again and turning out such respectable material. God have mercy on what we had to look at last time.
Excuse me. Betsy, where have you been and what are you doing?
I'm in mourning for Daddy.
Well, you look like Jackie Onassis. Where did you get those clothes?
Is that important? I think that showing the deepest respect for Daddy is what is important to you.
Betsy, how are you?
Grieving.
She's just upset, you
No,
know.
I understand. I'm sorry about your dad. How you doing?
I have no idea.
You know, I ran into Tom outside. He said that you were thinking about selling the place right away.
I am.
Huh. Well, I guess that means you're leaving soon then.
Yeah, as soon as I tie up all these loose ends.
You know, Jenny, I could box up your dad's stuff and bring it to you. If you want, there's not much of anything really, just a couple of packs of Camels and a really nice 42 Underwood.
Well, you can keep the cigarettes. I'll come by for the typewriter later.
Okay, good. You know, I was thinking,
Mommy? Joey called me a space case because I fell over and scraped my face.
Don't listen.
And he also said that even though Grandpa's dead, he can still kick inside his coffin.
Sorry, I better take care of this. Come here, sweetie. Come on. You know, we haven't had a chance to talk at all. You know that? Come here. See, there's nothing to be scared of.
I guess.
Just make you a little sad, all this talk about dying?
Not really. I'm more sad about Sean, I think.
Who's Sean?
My boyfriend.
Your what? When did you get a boyfriend?
A week ago. We broke up yesterday.
You've had a boyfriend for a week? Why didn't you tell me?
Well, I guess when you got home that night, I was asleep. So I went to Dad's and told him instead.
Oh. I see.
I'm gonna go tell Joey he is so wrong about dead people.
Megan, don't run. You'll fall again.
Jenny, you said quicker the better, so this is Alan Radford. He's with Eastward Land Management, and this is Virginia Farley, the new owner.
Beautiful piece of property, Miss Farley. At the risk of sounding indelicate during your time of tragedy, I was wondering if your offer included everything on the property. Crop, equipment, livestock, buildings.
It does.
Well, Mr. Purvis has explained the terms, and I think it's something that fits land management's portfolio nicely.
Great. Then we'll just, I'll have the papers drawn up. That'll take a couple of days, and then all we're gonna need is your signature. And then, we're done.
Well, it certainly was quick. I'm impressed, Harvey.
And we are very pleased.
Well, I have to get back to my guest.
Sure, and please accept my deepest condolences during this very sad time.
Darling, I'll be right back. I'm gonna drive this new landowner home.
I probably take that middle 40, you take the south 40, you take the north 40.
Morning, Jenny.
Really? Looks like night to me. What's going on?
Little combining. Coffee's hot. You want some?
No, I don't want any. I want to know what the hell's going on.
Take it easy, Jenny. Well, we just got to thinking. It seems like you're not too keen on this harvest here, so we got to talking and we thought, what with a storm coming in and everything, we just bring in the crop ourselves.
You thought that, huh? About my land? It is my land. And when I said the crop wasn't coming in this year, I meant the crop wasn't coming in.
Ginny, with all due respect, we're not going to sit here and let that happen.
The money from the harvest is all yours, of course.
And you can't let that stuff sit out there and rot.
Just wouldn't be right.
According to you.
According to anybody who knows anything about this land. Ginny, look, your dad was a tough old brute sometimes, and if there's anything personal in this, I sympathize. But as long as I can remember, your dad was a good friend of mine. And what's more important, he was a first-rate farmer.
Knew more about this land than anybody I ever met. All his hard work and sweat could come to nothing. Ginny, it just isn't right.
So how long will this take?
Oh, it depends. Did you get that nose cone on your dad's combine yet?
This morning, why? Always had a hard time setting up.
There you go. Okay, don't forget to adjust the concave. There. Okay, good. All right, now the only other thing is to remember when you lower the cutter bars, just enough to grab the head.
I remember that much.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes back once you spin around out here for a little while.
You're not farming, are you?
No, I live in town. I don't know if you remember, but my old man, you want a chip?
No, thanks.
He was a lot like your dad. And once it's in your blood.
It stays.
Yeah, pretty much.
So why didn't you?
Stay? You mean here?
Yeah.
I guess the same reason you didn't. You were sure we had better things to do.
And did you?
Do I get a prize if I answer all these questions correctly?
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand. Well, you're doing great. I'm gonna get out of here. Looks like it's in your blood, too. Anyway, if you need me for anything, or if you get in trouble, or if you just want to talk basketball, just give me a holler on the two-way, okay? Oh, and here. You'll thank me later.
Sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sweet, oh, sweet chariot.
Jenny, you still with us?
Yeah, hi, what's up?
Just heard this thing's coming in faster than we thought.
Oh, God, it is.
So, give it about 10 minutes more and then quit. We still got a lot of grain to bin, and with just the four of us, we'll be lucky to get that.
JD, I've still got 30 acres.
You're just gonna have to let it go. Another 10 and that's it.
Hi, it's me. Who's in the house? Nana, Betsy, who's there? Hi, Mommy. Hi, sweetie. Where's Betsy? She's playing dress-up. She took all these clothes out of the attic and put some on me and her. She even let me wear this weird bra thing. Yeah, that's nice, honey. Now she's outside somewhere. Look, I need you to help me, all right? I need you to go get Betsy, find her, and tell her I need to speak to her, and I mean now, okay? Okay. Betsy, what are you doing letting Joey drive?
Aunt Betsy says I'm a natural. What's he gonna hit, Jimmy? Corn?
What are you doing out here? Mommy, you said you want to talk to Aunt Betsy.
So we are.
Betsy, I need you to take the kids home. Let them start getting the animals in the barns and you get the grain in the bins. Now, Joey, get out.
Are we gonna get stuck in a storm?
Oh, not if you hurry. Now, get going.
Okay, kids. There's a killer hurricane on the way. We're the only ones who can stop it. Ready?
Ready.
Three of us are coming in, Jenny. Meet us by the barn.
Look, I gotta refuel up first, and then I'll be in.
No, forget refueling. If you didn't get your anchors, it doesn't matter. Just get in here. Before something happens to you.
That time it was so still we knew. So we crawled down to the basement. I had my mother's diamonds, Papa had his guns, and we waited. And we waited. And finally, when everything stopped blowing, we walked up the stairs and opened the door, and there was nothing left.
The whole house was gone?
Not even the kitchen sink.
Why would anyone want to live in a place where that happens?
Aren't many folks get a chance to live like that.
Betsy, come get the kids in a sherry, okay?
Okay. Mommy, when are you coming down? You look so pretty.
My God, I made that dress 20 years ago. Look how it still fits.
I can't remember who I was with when I was wearing this, but probably some guy with one eyebrow.
Mommy, Betsy said that you would show us how you dance then.
Oh, she did she? Oh, God, no, wait a minute, for God's sakes. No, you're not drinking. Give me that. Give me that. No. No. I'm going way Every boy in Waterson said you two were the most beautiful girls in the whole county. We still are, Nana. Now you stop it. Dressed up. Good. How about a hat? There you go.
Girl's hat.
Oh, I'm gonna go get one of Dad's in the closet. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number. No, I was calling Peter. Peter Golden. Oh, I see. Yeah, sure. I'll wait.
Jenny?
Hey, a few of us came by to... Oh, honey, I know. This is the worst. You gonna be okay?
I don't know. I just... I can't believe Peter.
What? Something happened to him?
Yeah, you might say that. He's not here because he had planned this big weekend with his new girlfriend. A weekend he couldn't possibly reschedule because she, quote unquote, means too much to him. I mean, can you believe that?
Oh, Jenny.
I mean, really, can you believe that? I can't. I honest to God can't. She actually answered the phone. I mean, her voice, like I was this stranger, and she...
Honey, I don't know what to say.
I don't either. I mean, that's just it. I'm putting my dad in the ground. My own dad, who died. And we were like enemies. I mean, worse, we were like strangers. And Peter, I actually thought, I mean, I hoped that Peter and I would... I mean, God, where have I been?
I mean, Megan has a boyfriend, and she breaks up. And all the time, I mean... Oh, jeez. I can't remember his name. I mean, she has a boyfriend, her first boyfriend. I can't even remember his name. I mean, was it Scott, or I can't. Take it easy. Sometimes it just happens like this all at once. And it is worse. It is so much worse.
Mom, you better come out here.
Betsy got him to wear a tie. How does she do that? It looks nice. He's a great kid. Yeah, they both are. I know. If you don't want to go yet, we'll wait. You take all the time you need. Holly, I don't think there's that much time in the whole world. We thought you might want some company on the ride over.
Nana, are you ready? I don't remember much about that afternoon, except my son's face seemed to me one of the most beautiful I'd ever seen, and my daughter's hand felt very small in mine. At the graveside, I guess 100 people stood up to speak. And as J.D. talked about what a good friend my father had been to him, I knew that above all else, there was so much about my dad I would never know.
Because I don't want to run ads for assault rifles, Alan. Oh, for hunting. I see. You know what? Let me check the policy on this. No, it's okay. The owner just happens to be right here. Yeah, just hang on a second. Jack, what about those gun ads? Uh-huh. Well, I'm asking because... Yeah, no, I know you get squeamish with a paper cut. I know you couldn't sit through Scarface, Jack. No, I know. Okay, take it easy. Take it easy. Case closed. I understand. Alan, sorry, we're just gonna have to pass on the armor-piercing death guns. No, my hands are tied. I don't know, you know, try those nice fellows over at Soldier of Fortune. Okay, bye. One down, 400 to go.
Hi.
Hi.
It's a good trick. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, that one, that's nothing. You should see me juggle. I'd say excuse the mess, but it always looks like this.
That's great.
Come on, down here. It's this way.
Trying to make deadline?
Oh, yeah, it's a nightmare. My typesetter book is for your bowling. I'm missing your dad's column, of course. Here it is, right here. Here it is. Like I said, he stuck to the basics.
Looks like early rain, which means a tough harvest this year. Waterston Grain's taking a maximum 20% moisture corn, putting a limit on their buying for the first time since I can remember. And that's saying something. but there are things to do to minimize damage.
I would have finished it myself, but I don't know that much about crop brain damage.
I didn't even know he knew how to type.
Well, if you can call it that, it was more like a two-finger poke, which is better than one finger, which is how he started. I used to give him so much grief about it. He'd just say, well, gets the job done, don't it?
Like you said, the basics.
Yeah. I miss him. Anyway, I gotta get to the printers. So you take as much time as you want,
Great.
okay?
Thanks.
Bye. Ginny, let me help you.
Hi.
You're still here.
Oh, yeah, I got kind of hungry.
Yeah, I understand.
Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome. Take care of that beauty. 42 was a good year.
You know, I don't know if you still have that space from my dad's column, but, well, for what it's worth.
Ginny, hang on. Why don't you come inside? We'll look this
Well,
over.
if you can use it, it's great. If not, it's no big deal. It's just something I did.
Okay.
See ya. They actually had the nerve to ring the bell. So what were you doing up with the roosters? Well, I'm not sure myself now that I've done it. Oh. Oh, God, is there any aspirin in this house? Or would that be admitting that one actually feels pain? Where'd you get that? Cora Connors is returning the silver that you hawked for Daddy's funeral. She didn't realize we had fallen on such hard times, and she didn't want to see us grovel, seeing how she had such respect for the Farleys. Do you have any idea how long this silver has been in our family? What did you do with the money? Look, I was just waiting out here to tell you that this friend of mine in New Zealand, this beautiful ex-surfing pro, is starting up this bicycle touring business, and he wants me to be a guide. So anyway, I said yes. Good.
I hope we're not disturbing you, Miss Farley. There it is, darling. Poor Alice worked around the clock preparing this. I'm afraid it worsened her angina terribly. Ginny, you with us here, darling?
No, actually. Can I speak to you for a moment inside, Harvey? Excuse us.
This is definitely the most funnest thing we've done since we got here.
Good. I'm glad. How about you, Joey?
It's okay.
But now that all the burying stuff is done, can we please go home?
Well, that's something I want to talk to you about. What would you guys think about maybe staying here for a while?
Well, Mom, I gotta be back by Saturday. Or we'll make the team.
No, I mean living here for a while. I mean, it's right at the beginning of the school year, and we could just see what happens, you know, see how we like it. Maybe we'd stay, I don't know, 6 months or maybe a year, I'm not sure. But it would be up to us, whatever we wanted.
Is this a joke?
No, Joe, it's not a joke. I wanted to know what the two of you think.
What do I think? I think it sucks.
I think it's the stupidest, lamest, most dumbest idea I've ever heard.
Joey.
I wouldn't live in this depressing town with all these old geezers for $50 million. Forget it.
Let's go. We gotta get your brother. Let's go. Come on, let's go to the car. Come on.
Joey? Joey, this is ridiculous. Come on, Joey, we can talk it over. Now get in the car.
I'm calling Dad. He won't make me stay here.
Joey? Joey, I wouldn't call your dad right now. It's a bad time.
Mom, I'll stay here with you if you want.
You will?
Yeah. We have no animals at home and a million here. That's good.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, wait, I gotta go talk to your brother.
I'll talk to him too.
No, it's a private talk.
Mom.
I'll be right back. Joey.
Why are you trying to wreck our family?
Joey, look at me, please. I am so sorry about you, Dad. I mean, about us not being together. I really am. But our family is not wrecked. Joey, my dad and I, our whole life, we never got along. And once he died, I realized there was no way I could ever fix that, and I can't let that happen with us.
Fine. It won't. But can we let it not happen back home?
Well, Joey, you're just gonna have to trust me here.
Why should I?
Because I'm your mom, and I love you, and we're a family. And I think we can have a better family here.
When it's obvious you're wrong, can we go back?
If it's obvious I'm wrong, yes.
Mom!
I'm only doing this because you and your sister mean everything in the world to me. Now, you know that, don't you? Put your seatbelt on.
I forgot Mrs. French dropped this off for you while you were out.
Well, we're up for partnership officially. What do you know?
Is that a good thing?
Depends on what you think about private schools and Range Rovers.
Congratulations, then, I guess.
I guess. Look, Betsy, I don't know why you did what you did, but I just wanted to let you know that we're going to be staying here for a while. So if you feel like it, why don't you drop me a line now and then?
What? You're staying here?
Yeah.
You mean you're gonna live here?
Mm-hmm.
Jenny, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about the silver. I don't even know what got into me. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I'll never do anything like that
really,
again.
it's okay.
There's so much that I can do here, and you're gonna need a lot of help. I was good during the storm, wasn't I?
What?
Jenny, we're all we got, you and me. It'll be great. You'll see. It'll be just like it used to be. We'll be a family again. Oh, it'll be great.
There's an Elvis movie on the marquee sign. We've all seen at least 3 times. Everybody's broke, Bobby's got a butt. Put $1 worth of gas in his pickup truck. We're going 90 miles an hour down a dead-end road. What's a hurricane waiting on the road? Howl at the moon, shoot out the light. It's a small town Saturday night. It's a small town Saturday night. Lucy's got shoot it! Bobby's getting drunk, looking for a fight. Liquor on his breath, trouble on his mind. She's just a kid
Hey, pull up a chair.
Ginny, what you wrote in the paper was so beautiful. Everybody's talking about it. Even Ralph Barcy cried, right?
Matt printed it?
I have it. Wait.
Really good.
Here.
What's Aunt Betsy doing?
Oh, honey, pay attention to your food before it gets cold, all right?
Megan, your mom tells me you're thinking about getting a baby lamb?
I can't wait. I'm gonna name her Cherry Blossom.
Good name.
Jenny, what you wrote did your dad proud. Did us all proud. I'm just really glad you're back in town.
Don't worry. They'll come around. They always do.
Hey. Yeah. Now that you're here a while, you got any plans?
Kill myself.
You seen our team play?
No.
No, you should come out tomorrow. Watch us practice. You know, we're not the Chicago Bulls, but one of our boys got a full ride at UCLA last year.
No way.
Hey. The hoop.
Hi, congratulations. You're the first human being my son will speak to.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
I saw the paper, thanks.
Thanks. Come here a minute.
Bye.
You know, I've been thinking about something. How'd you feel about writing your dad's column, taking it over?
Well, my dad wrote a column giving farmers advice. I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, but you know about other stuff, right? Write about that. slots open. I'm a fabulous boss. Just think about it, okay?
If my father were here, you'd be reading about grain blowers, sealer bins, and all the other tricks to stop rain damage during a tough harvest. But he isn't here, and he'd like nothing less than somebody putting words in his mouth. So I'll tell you a story he told me. When he first moved my mother onto our farm with him, the South Fork flooded worse than any year before. It washed away 70% of our crop, not to mention dumped half a foot of silt in the living room. Now, my mother looked at my dad like she'd been tricked into a pact with the devil. But my grandpa took her aside and explained it to her. "Helen," he said, "there's not many folks get a chance to live like this." And it took her 20 years, but she finally understood what he meant.
I'll be in the second life, y'all. Hope you can find me. Caught in an aftermath, y'all. Keeping my hands clean. Smoking a cigarette now. Too much for a drag. See you in the second life, y'all. I'll be. Lost the future in the past. Faded fast. 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 Something's going down and I believe. Don't you do ya? Stick shots to ya. Let me tell you something right here. Sometimes slipping the pound out of your sleeve. Don't you do ya? Freeze, drop to the ground on your seat. Let me tell you something right here. He's the man. If you know what I'm saying, it's like your man playing, your game playing. If you keep on playing, something's going down and I believe. Don't you do ya? Stick shots to ya. Let me tell you something right here.